Well, live in 81 Menshaw Street on Tuesday. I mean, they were playing everything. I mean, the Nelson, the percussionist, can play. He can get a rhythm out of anything, Chris.
Yeah.
There's a word we came up with, which we like, don't we?
I'm going to use it next week.
You're going to use it, yeah. We came up with a word, and Chris is going to air it when he goes out gigging next week. What the guy did, he could play anything. I said he percussed. And Chris likes that word, so you can have and use that word, Chris. There you are.
Thank you.
But no, aren't they fabulous?
Yeah, really good. Nice,
Real happy vibe. But there's all sorts of banjos, ukuleles. There's a stylophone. I was going to bring my stylophone in. I promise I'll bring it in for you next week.
Oh, you better.
And I'll bring my Viking panpipes in. And I will. I've got a spare set somewhere, I think. I'll bring them in next week, and the lyre, because I've got a 5th century Trisinghan lyre.
Okay, yeah.
Which is
fixed,
it's no, I've got it. I just when I knew Chris was bringing various instruments in, so we wouldn't have had room in the car, you see. So Chris, this is what's coming next?
Okay, well, this is the one. This is the most popular song from my debut EP, which is Mountain Desire, and it is actually the title track. From what I've experienced playing the song in a few gigs, everyone seems to love this one, and I hope you do too.
I think we will.
So, title track, this is called Mountain Desire. And for all you listeners out there, this is going out to you. Hope you enjoy. See you this way, or see you go. You're building up my mind like it was clay. So my words show, stranded in a daydream of imagination, while yourself is the heaven of all creation. And I said I can't live without your smile anymore. My melting desires burning so bright, and I can't focus without you around. So comfort me and talk to me, and I will promise my life to you. My footsteps follow me for days, and many more, thinking how can I relive the times that we once saw. The past of an era, the guilt of a pleasure, is what I think. Now stay with me, rethink those thoughts, and stay beside me, because I can't live without your smile anymore. My melting desires burning so bright, and I can't focus without you around. So comfort me and talk to me, and I will promise my life to you. All to you.
Yeah, no, I can see that going down well. Yeah, it's a real. You're really ripping that, actually. You let yourself go there.
That is probably the most powerful song on the EP from what I've experienced.
Yeah,
it is. I don't know how it came across as a crowd favourite to most of the people that listen to my music, but it did, and I'm just more than grateful for everyone that took it on board.
It's a beautiful song.
Well, it's a great song.
Thank you.
And so that's Melton Desire from your EP,
which was also the first song I actually ever wrote as well.
Oh, was it?
It is actually the first song I wrote.
Oh, that must mean something special then, mustn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So, end of October, new album.
Chris
Jones presents.
It took 2 to make an argument.
Yeah. And it takes 3 to make up, maybe.
Definitely.
So you'll be letting Sibs and I and Sound Guy Stu know when that's coming out, so we can let the listeners know.
Of course.
And don't launch it on a Sunday night if you can avoid it, so we can come.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, now, I mean, hopefully in late September, you're doing a bit of jazz, were you saying? Is this you made me put it in my diary. You said, Tony, what are you doing on such and such a date in September? I said, nothing. He goes, you are now. Because you hopefully, this is it's at the getting ready, and it's going to happen.
Yes, it is at the getting ready stage.
Well, it's the end of September.
End of September. If you happen to be around the Waterloo Crosby area, come down to the workshop on Great Crosby Road.
Used to be Charlie Parker's. On the
Parker's,
corner of St John's Road. It's actually on the corner. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
You can park for free all the way along there at 6 o'clock at night onwards.
St John's, that's it.
So you're doing a jazz ensemble.
Not just any sort of jazz. Not one you probably go to and be like, oh, I know that standard from such and such. No, we're taking a little bit of a twist on this particular night.
Sounds good to me.
We're doing a couple of acid neo jazz covers, so it's basically your standard jazz standards, but we have added a little bit more harmonic texture into them, should I say. So
sounds
they're a bit more
intriguing.
ambient, and the structure of them are a little bit different. There's a couple of little rap sections in some of the tunes that we actually do. So it'll make the night a little bit more interesting. Yeah. What we've got also in the set as well is that we were actually hoping to bring a jazz DJ into it.
Okay.
So how the set's hopefully going to go, and I'm sure my friend Kevin, if he's listening, will correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to do about 3 or 5 standards, and then at the end of the last one, we're hopefully going to fade out, so all of us will actually go quiet, and then the jazz DJ will actually take over from where we were playing and then spin the rest of the song and then play his own little sort of
segue it,
that's the way.
Yeah. Very interesting. So that's going to be at the end of September at the workshop, corner of St John's Road and Crosby Road North.
Yep.
And it's not going to be mega expensive, is it? These things are designed to be easy on the pocket and wonderful on the ear.
Yeah, we haven't got a ticket price range as of yet, but as soon as we know, then I'll be
it's still August, although the reason I mentioned it with it being the end of September is we do start September on Friday, so you will let us know.
Absolutely,
so we can let the listeners know. Facebook, Twitter, Chris, just slowly go through all your persona.
Facebook, we have Chris Jones Official. I do have a session page as well called Jonesy, which is actually my official website as well, actually. If you go on to, I'll come back to Facebook in a sec. If you go to Wix, which is on the internet. If you type in CJ Session Musician, or if you go to my Instagram, which is littlebassman_94, you can find a link to my session website. Official Facebook page is Chris Jones Official, where I post obviously all my gigs, and I do some gig videos there as well. Pardon me. Twitter, it's cjonesy20.
Yeah.
Like I say, Instagram was littlebassman94. YouTube, it's Mr. Chris 160. So again, that's MRCHRIS 2Z160.
Okay, so you're everywhere. You do it all, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, I used to do Reverb Nation, fully enough. You mentioned before, but I just found most of the time I was getting offered gigs to go to Miami, and as much as I'd love to do that, I'd love to afford it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, were you not saying as we drove over that a friend of ours who's been done a live session, a Mr. Cal Ruddy,
yes,
is he not jetting off to Nashville, Tennessee?
Yes, jetting off to Nashville next week to do some songwriting, a couple of gigs.
Oh, is that not exciting? Cal, well done. He's a lovely lad. He's like Tiggy, you know.
Yeah, and he had a lovely gig last night at Studio 2.
Oh, was he playing in Studio 2? Yeah.
Although I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying, but his bass player unfortunately had to duck out and go to hospital. He wasn't well.
Oh no!
His lead took over the bass with one practice.
Wow!
I know.
That's commitment, though.
That is skills.
Commitment. Well done to Cal. Well done.
Oh yeah, no, he's a great guy. All of the shows that we've done, Sibs, are on mixcloud.com/HCR Sunday Sessions. So just you can listen again to all the shows there. There's loads. We've had some great guests on. Limerence, who were one of our early guests, they've got their EP launch at Studio 2 Parr Street on Wednesday the 20th of September. I think it's £6.
We'll double check and we'll share it on the wall.
So we need to share all these things because I'm going to see Thea Gilmore the night before. I know. Well, she's going to ring up HCR on the 17th of September.
I know, and I can't
Thea Gilmore is, and is going to chat to us about her new album, The Counterweight, which is stunning.
Yeah.
I adore it. It's one of them albums that every song is brilliant anyway, but the stories inside the songs as well. You know, she reflects on current affairs, the state of the nation, our addiction to Facebook and Twitter and such like, which we all, put our hands up, don't we? And, you know, we perhaps all would, if we added up the minutes and the hours we spend on these things, would be a bit frightened, wouldn't we? So another band I saw on Tuesday, because I don't get out much, do I? Unlike you young folk. You're out nearly every night, gigging and writing and rehearsing, aren't you? Well, no, they were up from Cambridge. They're called the British IBM, Sibs, and they're an indie pop band.
Yes.
And which track have you picked off their new album?
Well, we did have to have a little think about it first, didn't we? And I think we ended up just going with the first track.
Are we going with the first track?
Yeah, we're going with the first track, Animal.
Okay.
So did they play this Tuesday?
I don't know if they did or not. They did a lovely set of 30 minutes. They were very funny as well, actually. The right sort of humour. They took the mick out of themselves before they took the mick out of me and the audience. So, you know, we didn't mind them. No, they were really, really good. They were lovely, lovely lads. In fact, it was a great night. Derek King, Liverpool Acoustic, Tuesday nights, 8 till 11, 81 Renshaw Street. Folks, go. You will enjoy yourselves, and it's free.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
So here is
Animal.
Yeah, man.